Well, I'm just going to start the introduction to my video, and somebody's agent, if I can't say his name, but his agent contacted me that he didn't get any film time last video. So he's being a patient boy waiting on me. It's Sunday afternoon, and we've had a little bit of rain here. And Howie? There he is. Okay, you happy you're on camera now? All right, yeah, you can come over. You can come over. Attaboy. Okay, so let's do the introduction on this video. We'll just continue on here. We'll just continue on. So you can see I'm sitting over at the surface grinder. I'm going to sit down here in a minute. Hopefully I'm in camera. Don't hit the camera. Come on, Howie. Okay, go lay down. Okay. And so we're here at the surface grinder, start of another Screwy Tuesday. Thanks for stopping by my shop. And we got a bunch of stuff to show in today's video. We're going to show the finish of the fingers for the Monarch 10ee. Got some footage of that. Going to show you some footage of a gift I got from James Kilroy. 2 gifts, matter of fact. We're going to have a little review on a gift that I got from Randy Richards some time ago, and how I fixed a little issue that I had in my own shop here in using the tool he sent me. I got some video from my job site where we are moving a fairly large oak tree, about 27,000 pounds worth of oak tree. So we're going to see that, and what else we got here? I know there's something else. I didn't bring my list with me. Oh, we're going to show grinding this guy, and also showing the Herman Schmidt clear view radius tangent dresser. So we've got a whole mix of items to put in here, and I thought I haven't told a joke in a long time. And at the end of the video, we're going to have a joke. So here's the setup I have to drill the 3/8 hole, drill and ream. So I've already got this point on here, so that guy's sitting down on the angle plate. I got the 1, 2, 3 blocks holding it square. This guy pinching against the 1, 2, 3 blocks, everything's in there, and a bolt holding the part. So nice secure setup, and again repeatable, and then have a stop over here so the angle plate remains in the same spot. Already used an edge finder to find center, and we're ready to go. So it should be a nice, easy repeat. Oh. Get that up against the stop. Those guys are squared. Tighten the angle block for a second, so we can get a little A-bomb torque on here. And ready to do next one. Welcome back to part 2 of the finger build for the Monarch 10ee. So I think I just showed you a last portion of part 1. where I was drilling and reaming the center hole, and I was talking about my setup here, that it was repeatable. And as it was funny, as I came back to do it again, and I slid it over, and I brought the drill down. Yeah, wasn't in center. What the hell happened there? Well, one of my viewers actually caught it, and I caught it when I was producing the video also. I didn't lock one of these 1, 2, 3 blocks, so had lots of play there. So just going like that doesn't mean it could be anywhere in that area. So when I found center with the center finder, I need it, and I have it against the stop here in the back. I goofed up where I hadn't locked one of the 1, 2, 3 blocks there to hold it and give it a firm location. So enough said of that, and go ahead and get it all set back up again. And I've been working on the fit issue here, and there it is. And it goes in, but it's tight, and both of these mic out at about 374.5, just under 375. The hole is reamed at 375, but when I had mentioned this earlier, that this opening is larger than 375, and of course this guy slides in there, and that one's actually tight. I have a chip in there, but so I gotta do a little work on this. But I think I'm going to end up having to do is drill and ream at 375, and then I'm actually going to have to open up and bore this top portion down to the pin to get clearance. So I think that's the plan right now. We'll bring you back here as we get the stuff set back up. So I have my setup repeatable, and I've been using the boring head to bring these holes to size. This is the last one. No, you don't need to watch me take it apart. Well, there's the finished fingers. They're installed. And trying it out here with the shaft. We've got clearance. Works well. Fire it up. Seemed to be working really well. Took a couple light cuts on it, just fooling around. Have to do some experimenting with them, but I think it's a success. And I've got some fingers here for the Monarch. Typically when you run cam followers like that, or bearings, it's good to put a cardboard shield so that the chips can't get back underneath the wheels there. But it's a fun build, and I think it's going to work out well. Be rare that I'm turning shafts this big, and I thought it would be a good experiment to put it in there and give it a shot. Here's another shot with the Steadyrest with a small piece in there, and that's a 10th reading indicator, and running perfectly true. Let me get that out of the way and we'll fire it up and watch it run. Well, last week I showed you my hacksaw purchase from the flea market. This was the Lennox with the drop nose. So, and there's my snap-on that I had, and I couldn't leave well enough alone. Went back to the flea market, picked up another one, another Lennox, and picked up another Lennox. Damn Tom Lipton. All right. So I got 3 hacksaws. I got more than 3 hacksaws now, but since I'm an old guy and I won't remember, I actually labeled them so that when I know what the damn blades are for. General. So now I got to find a place to hang my hacksaws, but I got that out of my system. Let me grab another thing to show you that I just picked up. It's right here behind me. Doing a little bit of a trade for this guy, a 12 by 12. It's going to be used as a tooling plate. I don't actually know what it came out of. 1/4 inch 20 tapped holes, 12 by 12, really a nice plate, 1/2 inch thick. And then happened to come across these guys also. Pair of aluminum brackets. They're probably out of some sort of cabinet, medical computer. I don't know, but I thought heck, they would work here. They bolt to this plate or bolt on the mill, and haven't checked them yet to see really how square they are, but I think they'll come in handy for some light milling. So my friend Jacob sent me a messenger photo that he got his scribe from Randy Richard, and I thought I'd show you this. This is my shop apron hanging here, and this was my scribe. And as you can see, it's got like a pencil clip, and it hangs on the apron there. Well, when I got Randy's, it's my go-to scribe now. I love it there, but it's so sharp and so good that it was basically going right through the bottom of the apron, and so I had stuffed some paper down in there and stuff, and then it hit me yesterday. Here's a simple fix. This was a end mill or a drill tube that goes down in there, and now I got a pocket to hold it, and it's not going to stick through and poke me anymore. So Randy, I love your scribe. It's and now it's got a condom, I guess, to protect it. Thought I'd show that to everybody. So I want to give a little shout out here to my buddy James Kilroy. This is the holder for my GoPro camera, and I'd asked him if he could print me one of his holders, and we got one right here. It's holding the GoPro, and you can see he identified it with screwball, and it fits just great. And he was so kind, he sent me a second one. So I've got one here that's on the Noga, and then I got one here on the tripod, and then I got the little adjustable leg stand. So I got three different stands that I can flip the camera to, and it's working out really cool. His setup, he's got it insert so you can go from the bottom, or you can go from the back side like that, both ways. James, thank you very much. It's a super gift, and I really appreciate it. And of course, every time I look at one of these, I'll be thinking of my buddy. Take care. Well, there's a little progress at my job site today. There's a tree that was oak tree pulled out of the ground, boxed, and being shipped off site. And let's see, we got the crane over here, and the crane is getting ready to pull that one out, and that tree is actually being relocated on the project site. We'll move over there a little closer. So we have a 100-ton crane on the site here. And they're getting that one aligned and going to lift it, set it on the flatbed truck here, and then move it over closer so they can reset the crane to put it back in the ground. Some years ago on a job site, I was laying out in the foundation, and they were placing steel beams and putting the steel beam behind me, and the crane flipped over. His outrigger was in crap, and the beam went right where I was standing. By luck of the draw, I managed to jump over the forms a second before the beam took me out. So not real happy standing downstream of a crane. So I'm going to relocate. So here it is onto the flatbed. So the crane is repositioning so that he can set the tree in the hole right where the fellow there's walking by the dirt pile. It's already been excavated. they were starting to lift it with it still chained to the truck, and so they're just undoing the binders right now. You actually leave the pipes in the underneath the box. If there's enough room to excavate for a location to pull the pipes, they would pull the pipes out from under the box. but there's no problem here, and we can't do over excavation on this site here. Well, having some fun with the surface grinder. This was a piece of tooling that I picked up. You can see it's got 2 V's ground into it. It's hardened, and I've been playing with it over the past, just getting all 4 surfaces square and flat, and actually pretty close to that. You can see there it's a little wiggly, and the reason it's wiggly there is it got a little hot on me is I reground this V groove into the center, and I still need to regrind the larger one, but had some fun with it. Got a pin in it, getting camera there, got a roll pin in it, and been checking it for height both directions, and it's within 1/10, 2/10. Really happy with it. I'm going to go back and cut a relief in the bottom of the V there, and then turn it over, cut a relief in the bottom of that V, and then regrind these guys. We'll see if we can get you some surface grinder action over there. Here's a shot of the tool that I use to prep the wheel for the 45-degree angle. It's the Herman Schmidt radial angle wheel dresser, and it's called the Clear View. And I'm going to try an attempt here to look down the bore, and maybe you guys can see what I see. I can't tell if that's coming through clear or not, but it magnifies the diamond, and you can see the diamond to the wheel there. And what I've been doing is you come down and then you can move the cutter. I'm trying to hold this and look at the same time. But anyway, thought I'd give you a quick shot of that. Okay, I just wanted to show you in the back there. I set up a dial indicator using Andrew Padaka's The Rook. It's a nice gift that he gave me, another gift. I've got to tell you, I just love my YouTube buddies. So, I got basically a 70 thousandths cutoff wheel in there, and I brought the cutoff wheel over so it just touched the edge, then moved over half the cutoff, so I was dead center of the edge of the fence, set the dial indicator, and then moved over to center of my part, which was 306 thousandths. So let's give it hell here. Yeah, let's clean it just a little bit more. Well, I think I'm liking it. I can't see, to be honest with you. Let me pull it out of there. Worst case, I can put it right back. Well, maybe it needs to go a little bit more. It just looks funky on the ends there. Okay, I'm happy with that. Well, I'll try using my welding jacket as a backdrop, but there's the finished V-groove on that side. And can't really tell how good that's coming out on camera, but checks out. It's within 2/10, both center this way, turn it upside down, and height-wise from front to back. Turned out good, so good practice, good learning, and now I got to go on and clean up this other side. Okay, everybody, well, if you made it all the way to the end here, I looked in the mirror this morning and looked at the back of my head and made me think of this joke.
So there was this rancher that, you know, he had cows and pigs and chickens and everything on his ducks, everything on his farm there, and he ended up getting a parrot. And this parrot was a feisty son of a gun. It was humping his cat, it was humping his dog, humping anything that would get anywhere near it. He was getting pretty irritated, and one day he threw it out there and outside. He says, "Get out of the house, I'm tired of this, get out of the house," and threw that parrot outside. And sure enough, he walked over in the chicken area, and there's that parrot screwing a chicken. And he was just livid. He says, "You damn parrot," he goes, "I'm tired of this." And he ran over and got some shears, and he clipped off the top of that parrot's feathers and everything. And he says, "There you go." He says, "You're going to be known as the bald-headed chicken fucker from now on." He says, "Damn parrot, because I can't take it no more." Well, later that week, they held a function at the house where all the different ranchers and churchgoers were going. And they decided to put the parrot at the back of the hall. And the people were coming in, and the little parrot was sitting there on a stand. He was trying to be a good boy, and so he was going, "Ladies on the left, men on the right, ladies on the left, men on the right," as he was separating anybody coming in. And he looked back in the crowd, and he see this bald-headed guy walking up, and he's sitting there going, "Ladies on the left, men on the right, ladies on the left, men on the right." And then that bald-headed guy got up here and he says, "Hey, you bald-headed chicken fucker." He says, "You're back here with me. You don't get to go sit down." I don't know if you're going to like that joke. I like it. Thanks again for stopping by and seeing another Screwy Tuesday. And I hope to see you next Tuesday. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, there'll be more. Subscribe. Got to get the subscriptions up. Starting to hone in on getting close to 10. 10,000 would be a nice number. All right. Take care.